Hello there and welcome back. Last time we looked at a couple of custom trees. We had the oak ones. You can see them behind me. And today we are going to have a look at the spruce trees. As you can see here, this is a typical Minecraft vanilla oak tree. No, not an oak tree. It's a spruce. It's a spruce tree. Yeah, you know these? They are acceptable, I guess. As Minecraft is a very blocky game and it doesn't try to make everything too exaggerated, it's a little boring. So here we are again, looking at a couple of custom trees and 5 stages of a custom spruce tree. Yeah, as you can see, it gets pretty tall, but let's begin with the first stage. Again, of course, it's the sapling. It's gonna be saplings for every single one, but that doesn't keep us from explaining why, because the spruce, of course, always technically starts at some point. And yeah, the sapling, in my opinion, just does that very well, and as it gets taller, I have made it with a couple of fence posts again. This time it's dark oak, because that fits the best with the spruce logs. And then, of course, the leaves on top of here. Gets a little higher, and yeah, when we get to the third stage, we even have a couple of log blocks, well, wood to have the texture on all of the sides, and here even some slabs, and yeah. As you can see, it's a little wide in comparison to its height, but that's mostly because we still want to have that shape of the leaves and branches, but we don't want it to be too tall already, so it's a little thicker than the other stages on the oak tree. How I did this is very simple. Just make the trunk a very simple shape, go up, and dark oak fences on the top. And then, when we go to the leaves, we just simply put a couple of lines down. A line going from somewhere in the center, a little lower down to the outside. And that just basically everywhere around. And that is simply exactly the same thing we did on the 4th stage. Here, of course, it's getting a lot higher. And yeah, we are basically just making lines of leaves go from the middle to the outside. Very simple and very easy. You might have to practice a little bit, but I think you'll get the hang of it. I even used this tree design for a couple of trees in the forest at the end of my sheep farm, and as you can see here, it can look very nice. Back in our only tree world, let's get to the last tree size, which is obviously a pretty tall one. It's measured at about 20 blocks, if I remember right. We have, of course, the trunk pretty thick in the middle and at the bottom, with a lot of roots coming down in the ground. Then with stairs, fences and slabs, we can make everything round up and go all the way to the top, getting very thin at the end, and every time we kind of thin it up, we have slabs or stairs to make that a little smoother. Then, of course, again, a couple of fences all the way at the top, and basically the same technique as with those two trees, just having the leaves placed in lines. Only that this time the lines get a little thicker and not just one block wide. And yeah, you can make them thicker in both directions, like wideness and height. And then, yeah, if you just do it a couple of times and play around with it, you can make it look pretty much like this. And don't worry, I didn't do this tree like in 5 minutes or something. It took me maybe half an hour to get this done in creative mode, so yeah, you can do it. If I can, you can do it too. But that's basically it. I mean, spruce trees don't really look that way in real life, but let's be honest, this looks pretty good and for some reason still realistic. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, I'd really appreciate if you'd subscribe, because I will do a couple more with, for example, the birch and then the savanna acacia trees. And yeah, there you have a little glimpse at it, but I don't want to spoil too much, so yeah, this is gonna be it for today, and I hope we will see each other in the next one. So, with that, thank you very much again, and until next time.